Hello again, grade twos. So I am going to just show you another way that we can do some addition and subtraction. And I've done two different ones, one with no grouping, no regrouping, or no borrowing. And then I also will show you another way to do subtraction and addition with regrouping and with borrowing. So we're going to start off. This is part 3, and as I said in the first 2 videos, just a reminder that do what you can each day. This is not expected. We are not expecting you to do all 3 of these activities in one day, but just spread it out throughout the week, and when you can get it done, that would be awesome. So let's start. We're going to start with 2-digit addition with no regrouping, and I'm going to use base 10 blocks to show you today. I know some people find using base 10 blocks a little bit easier to understand, and you probably don't have base 10 blocks at home. And so you can kind of get creative, and you could create them out of paper. Draw them out, cut them out, and then you have a set of base 10 blocks. You can use little squares or little circles for the ones, and you can use just long strips for the 10s, and you can be creative and make your own at home if this is a strategy that helps you learn how to do this. So here's my equation: 25 plus 32. And I've broken this equation down into ones and tens. And if you remember, we always start with our ones when we add or subtract any digit number, and then we move on to our tens. So we always start with our ones, and here we are, and I've represented this. So I have 5 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to represent the number 25, and 2 tens, so that's 25. And then I have the number 32 represented here, so 2 ones and 3 tens. Now to add this, I always just start with my ones, and I am going to take these down here, and I am going to put them in line like a 10 frame, because in my mind that's how I see it, and I can see it easily. So I brought all my ones down in the ones column. I don't have more than 10, so I do not need to regroup them. And so now I'm going to bring my tens down. And that should be my answer. My answer should be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. So my answer should be 57. Now, if I do it using this algorithm here, so I have 5 plus 2, I know is 7. And I have 2 plus 3, so I know that's 5. And my answer should be 57. And that showed me that with the base 10 blocks. Now, we're going to go on to subtraction with no borrowing. So the best way to use base 10 blocks with subtraction is to just represent your big number, your total number, because we remember that top number there is our total. This number is a part, and then this number down here will be another part in our subtraction sentence. Now, the best way to represent is represent your total here. So let's just check and make sure I've done it correctly. So I should have 6 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I should have 7 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and I don't. So good thing I checked. I'm going to make sure I have 7. I'm just going to recheck that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I have 76 represented here. I'm just going to double check again to make sure I have that total number represented. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76. And that's the number I want to have. Now we always start with our ones. So I have 6 ones here and I'm supposed to take away 4 ones. Let's check and see if I can do that. So let's put the ones I'm taking away way over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm taking away those 4 ones. I have enough. I have 2 left there, so I don't need to borrow any. Now let's do our 10. So I have 7 tens here and I need to take away 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And that's how many I've taken away. So my number should be, my answer should be 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42. My answer should be 42. Now let's check and see. So I always start with my ones. 6 take away 4. So if I go 6 take away 4, I know that the answer is 2. And then I go over to my tens because I have enough here. So 7 tens take away 3 tens. I should have 4 tens. Now let's check. 10, 20, 30, 40, 42. That's my answer. So that is subtraction with no borrowing. All right, this gets a little trickier, and I want to let you know, grade 2s, that in grade 2, you are not required, you do not have to know how to do addition with regrouping or subtraction with borrowing. That's kind of a grade 3 skill, but if you're ready for it, I'm going to show you another way that you can work on it. So here's my number I'm going to add, and I have 47 plus 36. So I'm looking at my ones over here and I'm going to add them together. So I'm going to just start by dragging them down, and I'm going to make them look like 10 frames again. I'm going to drag all of my ones down. And now, since I am not allowed to have more than 10 over here in the ones column, I know I have to regroup them. So this whole group right here, I need to trade in for a 10. So if I trade this in for a 10, I need to trade this in, and it's going to go up here at the top. It can't really fit there, but it can kind of go right here, and it will go up at the top there. So now this is gone. Boop, boop, that's gone. I traded these 10 in for this 10 rod. So this is gone now. Now I'm going to bring my 10s down. So I'm going to just bring all of them down, including that one at the top there. And so my number should be, when I added 47 plus 36, should be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 81, 82, 83. Now, let's check that. So my answer should be 83. If we use the algorithm here, which some of you I know are using, what you're going to do is you're going to go 7 plus 6. Well, I know that's 13, right? So I cannot have more than 10 in the ones column. So what I need to do is I need to take this one right here and put it up here. So I need to erase that one from here, and it's now up here. So that was the 10 that we traded in. Remember, we had the 13 here, and I traded it in for a 10, and I put it up there. And now I have 1 plus 4, which is 5, and then I have 3 more, so 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 83. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 81, 82, 83. So that's my answer with regrouping. Now remember what you're doing when you regroup. You have too many in your ones column, and you can take those 10 and trade them in for a 10 rod. All right, we're going to try the trickiest one now, which is two-digit subtraction with borrowing. Now this is a little bit tricky. So two-digit subtraction with borrowing. So here we have the total number represented, which is 54, and that's what we want to represent with our 10 blocks, base 10 blocks. And let's just check that I have 54 there, because you never know, you could have made a mistake and you want to make sure it's correct. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and I have 51, 52, 53, and 54. So I have 54 represented right here. Now, it says I always start with my ones, and it says I need to take away 7. But I can't do that. I only have 4 here. So I cannot take away 7. So what I need to do is I need to take one of those 10s, and I'm going to trade it in. And now I have some more 10s over here. And I'm trading in my 10s. I traded that 1 10 rod in for 10 ones, because this is going to help me take away 7. So now I have 14 ones here, and I can take away 7. So let me take them away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's how many I have left now. Now I started with 5 here, but I don't have 5 anymore because I borrowed one of those 10s. And so I only have 4, and I have to take away 3. So I can do that. 1, 2, 3. So what I have left is 1 10 and 7 ones. So I have 17 left. Let's just check. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I have 17 left. Now, let me see if I can show you with the algorithm here. So I have 4, and I'm going to borrow. So now I have a 4 left here, and now I have 14 here. 14 take away 7 equals 7. 4 take away 3 equals 1. I have 17 left, and that is how you do subtraction with borrowing. Now, the last thing is the assignment. So on the website, there are 5 stages of worksheets. Choose one worksheet that best fits your abilities. I do not expect you to do all 5 worksheets, or that you can even do all of them. Addition and subtraction with regrouping and multiplication and division are not required skills in grade 2, and they are only for challenge purposes. So if you are not ready for those types of worksheets, please work on a worksheet that you are ready for. Have fun doing some practice with addition and subtraction.